Welcome back, guys. My name's Rodrigo. Today we're going to be talking about intermediate fasting. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, man. Breakfast Club CTG. We back in this beak. Welcome back to the video. So today I want to talk to you guys about something that I've been doing for quite a while now, and it's a pretty big topic, but it's kind of misunderstood, and that's intermediate fasting. So if that sounds interesting to you, make sure to stick around for the entire video, man, because I'm going to be telling you the pros, the cons, how I do it, how you guys can do it, and how you can make it sustainable so you guys can get long-term results. Stick around. Alright guys, so first things first, what is intermediate fasting? Intermediate fasting is a dietary protocol, I guess you can say, where you will be fasting for a certain period of time, anywhere between 12 to 16 hours, and have an eating window of anywhere between 6 to 8 hours. So based on your personal preference, what you can do, you can tailor your fasting, you can tailor your eating window, your fasting window, vice versa, whatever works for you. Keep in mind, if you've never fasted or done anything like this before, I recommend you kind of ease into it. Maybe start with an 8-hour fast, or maybe start with like a 10-hour fast, 12-hour fast, 14, and then obviously get into the 16. It's definitely doable, guys, so trust me, you guys can do it as well. Why this is such a sustainable protocol or lifestyle is because it fits everyone's day-to-day busy lifestyle. So not everyone has time to cook, not everyone has time to be eating or cooking their meals, so this is perfect for that busy person that only has a certain amount of time to squeeze in meals, especially if you want to look good, you want to feel good, you want to perform good. People say you need all these meals, anywhere between 4 to 6 meals a day, but that's just not realistic for some people. What's more realistic is right around 3 to 4 meals, 3 to 4 bigger meals a day. So that's what I personally liked about this. When I worked my corporate job 9 to 5, I literally did this every single day. I would fast anywhere between those 14 to 16 hours, and then I would work out after workout first thing in the morning. And that's when I would break my fast right after working out, which was carbs and protein. And then after that, I would eat throughout the day. I gave myself right around 8-hour eating window, so I would eat right around 10 a.m. and stop eating right around 6 p.m. So that means I had my dinner like right around 5:30, 6 o'clock, right around that time range, and vice versa. Or different days I would do different things, but basically you tailor it around to your schedule, to what hours fit best for you. Let's say you have a family and you guys eat dinner around 5:30. That could either be your midway, your starting point when you break your fast, or right when you end your fast. So you definitely want to tailor it around your lifestyle. You don't want to be a zombie and really restrict yourself, but this is going to help you guys out a lot, especially if you've never done this before. It's going to make it a whole lot easier on your personal life and everything else. You're going to feel better. Basically, what you want to do is you want to stop eating at a certain amount of time and count out the hours in terms of how long you want to do your fast. You can have water, can have coffee. You just can't have any whole foods. You can't have, like, let's say dairy or anything like that. No sugary drinks. Basically, 0 calorie stuff. I would just stick to water, green tea, or coffee. Trust me, if you guys take caffeine or coffee or tea, anything like that, you guys are going to feel a lot more, especially when you're toward the end of your fast and you haven't had anything in a few hours. You're definitely going to feel it's going to hit much harder. But you guys are also going to notice just clean energy. You're going to be a lot more focused throughout your day, and it's just a whole lot better of brain clarity, productivity that you guys will have from this. So I highly recommend you do this, especially if you're a busy person that's busy with business, with work, with kids. It's definitely a doable, maintainable lifestyle dietary protocol that you guys can follow. Okay, those are some of the pros and why I like to do it, why I liked it. Some of the cons, though, are that it's really hard to get in a lot of calories, especially if you're trying to gain size or build muscle. This might not be the right protocol for you. Why? Because you're restricting yourself to 6 to 8 hours eating window, and whenever you're bulking, trying to get in anywhere between 3,000 to 5,000 calories, whatever it may be for you on your bulking calories and macros, is going to be really hard, man. So I don't think this would work very well for you, just because even on a bulk, when you're eating from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, you're full the whole day, man, and even then sometimes it's hard to get calories. So restricting yourself to 6 to 8 hours a day eating and trying to get a ton of calories in is not going to be very easy. It's not going to be sustainable, and you're probably just going to be miserable the whole time. One thing I did forget to mention that's kind of a pro, and it kind of goes both ways, but I'll start with a pro. Basically, since you have a smaller eating window, you might just have a few bigger bigger meals, let's say anywhere between 2 to 3 meals that are really big, that's gonna be a lot easier to track if you track calories. So having the same things throughout your week or the same basic things throughout the week, but just in bigger portions, is gonna be a lot easier to track in your MyFitnessPal. On the downside, if you do have 2 to 3 larger meals, you're not gonna have much variety. You're only gonna have 2 to 3 things a day, like solid core meals, and you might just get bored of that. That might not just be you. You might be a snacker or a person that eats kind of throughout the day sporadically. So that's kind of a downside. You can still snack while intermediate fasting, but it's just something that you're gonna have to work around in your macros in terms of, okay, this is gonna be a core meal, this is a snack, core meal, snack. You can do it that way. If it works for you, it works for you, man. I highly encourage it. But that's also why I think it can be a pro and a con. So how I did it was I would basically stop eating right around 8 o'clock p.m. every night, and I would break my fast anywhere between 11 and 1 o'clock the next day, and that worked out perfect for me because depending on what time I went to bed, I'd wake up, get my workouts in, do some stuff, and I really wouldn't be hungry right around that 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock mark. Anything past that, I was just a hangry, cranky person, man. Give me a Snickers. No, sorry, doesn't fit the macros. But that's how I did it, and it really worked for me. So just play around with those timings and just figure it out for yourself, because I really think this is one of the easiest, most sustainable things that you guys can do. Whenever I'd go on trips, that sort of thing, I kept it the same thing. I really wouldn't be hungry or anything. If we'd go out to breakfast, I'd get like a black coffee and a water or something. So I never restricted myself from any social gatherings or anything like that, because I'm a very social person. I love connecting with people, and honestly, a cup of coffee with good friends and good vibe is a win-win. So I would still be able to do stuff in the morning, and then at lunchtime is kind of when I break my fast. But don't get me wrong, I love breakfast. I still have my breakfast foods right around that time, and I still kind of have like a lunch and then a dinner. But after that, I would basically go throughout my day, and then when I get hungry again, I'd cook up another meal, and then go throughout my day, and then cook up my last and final meal, finish off my macros. But basically, I have anywhere between 2 to 3 big portioned meals that kind of just hold me over. And at first, it's kind of hard to get used to, like, wow, you don't really eat throughout the day, or you might be looking forward to those meals a lot. But honestly, you're not thinking about food whenever you have those pretty big meals. So I literally go throughout my day, get everything done, and I'm not thinking about food. But I'll tell you what, if you kind of forget to eat, you kind of get into this routine of having these set times that you eat at. And me personally, if I forgot to eat at a certain time, or I would be like, okay, this is normally the time I eat, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep doing what I'm doing right now, I would just be so hungry. It would just hit me like a brick wall, and I get hangry, and I just want to eat everything in sight, which luckily I didn't. I'm like, okay, I'm just hungry, I just need to eat. But you kind of get into these routines, man. You kind of just eat at these same times, and you're really not thinking about food, which makes you a whole lot more productive. You're not hangry, you're not thinking about food, and a whole lot easier to maintain, for me personally, with my current lifestyle. So how can you do this? My recommendation for intermediate fasting, if you've never tracked calories, don't worry. Just start with like I said, ease yourself into the fasting phase, anywhere between 10, 12, 14, and then 16, just to get you acclimated. Obviously, the most optimal one is right around 16 hours of fasting. After that, I would say if your goal is to lose weight or maintain, figure out your calories, figure out your maintenance calories. If it's to maintain that weight, then keep the calories there. Figure out how long you're gonna be fasting for, and then calculate your meals and food before you eat them. Put them into your calorie calculator. I love MyFitnessPal. Go check that app out. And then from there, eat your food once it's all accounted for. You don't want to eat something, account it, and then realize that you messed up your whole day's worth of eating. Second thing I would go about it is if you're on cutting calories, figure out your maintenance calories, and then put yourself in a caloric deficit, anywhere between 250 to 500 calories to lose weight. And then from there, plan out your meals, plan out what you're gonna have beforehand, prep it. Pro tip, eat volume foods and volume meals that are high in, I guess, just volume and substance, that are gonna make you feel full but are low in calories. Like salads are great for that. Low calorie like smoothies and things of that nature are awesome. So try that and give it a go. And just base it around your lifestyle. Don't let this interfere in your day-to-day life in terms of social gatherings and stuff. Just because you can't eat doesn't mean you can't go out with your friends. Obviously, you have to have strong willpower. If you have weak willpower, honestly, just do yourself a favor, stay home. Once you start seeing results and getting acclimated to your lifestyle, the weight training, and you loving what you're seeing, you're not really gonna have temptation. So I say you can still go out and have a social life and just be a normal person. And that's why I like this protocol so much, is because you can still have the foods with your friends as long as you account them for, or just choose healthier options. Look good, feel good, perform good. Always keep that in mind if you're out there and there's temptation. But yeah, in terms of building muscle and gaining size, I don't think this protocol is gonna be for you, because it's gonna be super hard to get all those calories in. If you're a very busy person that's just looking to cut down or just maintain a lean physique, this is perfect for you, because you're not gonna be thinking about food the whole day. You're gonna feel full whenever you do eat, and you're gonna be satiated throughout the whole day, and it's just very, very sustainable. So I highly recommend you guys try this. Those are my thoughts on intermediate fasting. If you guys want another video or have any questions that I kind of didn't go over, drop them in the comment section. I'd love to answer them for you. If you guys need help with your training and nutrition, I'd love to help you find that fun and excitement. Apply for one-on-one coaching. The link is in the description. As always, Breakfast Club CTG. We out this bee.